Hey peeps, how's it going? This is episode 2 of my 6-week book-free book series, diving into topics from Everybody Beautiful from the book that I wrote. So if you guys are watching live, I'm going to try and respond to some of your comments or questions if you type them into the comment box, or if not, I'll just try and get to them later. So I wanted to start off with chapter 3 today of the book club if you are following along, but if you're not, we can still have this discussion. It's totally fine. So the topic that I'm talking about today is action steps to love your body, and also talking about the question, is fitness actually body positive? Because I don't know if a bunch of you guys know this, but a couple of months ago, I reached out to a bunch of body positive groups and individuals, and I got a lot of pushback telling me that personal training and fitness was usually not considered body positive. So it made me really reevaluate how I run my business practice, and I also wanted to make sure that I was being more inclusive with how I was approaching people with fitness, and also just making sure that the language that I was using around fitness was more body accepting. So the topic that I wanted to dive into today was discussing how a lot of fitness trends are designed to make you feel bad about yourself so that you continue spending money on them. That is how a large portion of the fitness industry works. How they make money is to continue making you feel bad about yourself, making you feel like you're not enough, that you need to do more, you need to burn more calories, you need to go to more classes, you need to spend more on the right gear. And so I wanted to address that, because fitness doesn't have to be like that, right? We can disconnect with this mindset that fitness exists to make you feel bad about yourself or to make you feel like you should be a certain way, and instead try and embrace it as this way to get more in touch with this body that you live your life in. And so just reading off of my book, I wrote, many women tend to feel more beautiful and better about themselves when they feel strong. So see if this also works for you. So this was my first tip for incorporating fitness as a way to be more body positive in your life. I found that as I was talking to people when I was writing my book, that so many women told me they feel beautiful when they feel strong. And I was really surprised by that, because I thought that was just unique to me. But a lot of women were telling me the stronger they feel, the more beautiful they feel, the more comfortable that they feel in their bodies. So I wanted to give you guys some action steps today of how fitness can be body positive in your life, and how you can incorporate fitness as one of those pieces of the puzzle to feeling great about yourself. And that was the first thing, is get moving, find a form of movement that you love, not necessarily what everybody else is trying or what tends to be popular. If you want to do prancercise, do you know what prancercise is? Prancercise is that prance back and forth exercise. If you want to do that, you can. If you like walking, do that. If you like running marathons, do that. If you want to weightlift, find anything that feels good for your body, because what feels good to you emotionally and mentally is going to make you feel beautiful and strong on the inside as well. So that was my first tip to you guys. Get moving, get in touch with your body. So every woman that I spoke to or who shared their story with me while writing this book told me how influential movement was in helping them gain positive body image. Sorry about the plane, guys. This is Facebook Live. The phrase, I feel beautiful when I feel strong, was said so many times to me, and every time I was more surprised, because I thought I was the only one who felt this way. So instead of doing, like I said, what's popular, find a form of movement that feels good to you. Think about movement and fitness as this privilege that you have to get to move in your body. It's not something that you have to do to look a certain way. It's something that you get to do. You get to be in this amazing, capable body and do activities, and that should be celebrated and appreciated just as itself. So instead of just worrying about how many calories you're burning, find something that feels good to you and focus on connecting with your body. How does your body feel when you do that exercise? What muscles are you engaging? What muscles are you getting to use while you're doing that exercise? Can you feel how strong your legs are when you run up a hill? Do you feel your core engage when you lift weights or when you do your yoga practice? Are you focusing on your breath? Focus on those kinds of things. Connect with your body. So I have a question too, if you guys are watching. If you can type in the comments what form of exercise or movement feels good to you guys or makes you feel beautiful. I would love to hear what kind of movement makes you guys feel great about yourselves. And then my second action step that I have for you to feel great about yourself and use fitness towards that is my recommendation is to set a body goal that is not appearance oriented. Those kinds of goals tend to be difficult to measure and can be disheartening if you feel like you haven't achieved them. So pick a goal that's realistic enough that you think you could do it with some effort, but that is also challenging enough that you haven't tried it yet. So instead of setting a goal like I want six-pack abs or I want to lose this amount of weight, try and pick a goal that is not necessarily appearance oriented. So something that you could do is I want to set a goal of taking a yoga class once a week for a month, or I want to set a goal of being able to run a 5K, or you could set a goal of I want to squat my body weight. You can set a whole range of goals, but try and keep it away from being appearance oriented, because that might be disheartening towards you or for you and make you feel bad about yourself if you don't reach that certain goal. Whereas goals that are not appearance oriented, they're much easier to attain and still feel great about yourself. So for instance, some of you guys might know that I suffered a pretty severe hip injury a while back, and so my goal right now, I just got cleared through physical therapy to start running again a couple weeks ago. Yay! Which is awesome. And so my goal right now is to be able to run a mile pain-free, not just like run walk. Right now I'm run walking, but I want to be able to run a full mile pain-free, which would be amazing. So that is my goal, and I'm really, really excited about reaching it. I was wondering too, for those of you guys who are watching, if you can think of a goal that you can set for yourself that is not appearance oriented, that also involves fitness in some way. You can type that in the comments or private message to me, whichever one you want. I'd love to hear what goals you guys are setting for yourselves. I have a couple more tips for you guys today. This is only going to be like a 10-15 minute video. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about mindset and what I call mirror talk. So our brains are powerful things, but they are also impressionable. Our brains don't always know the difference between visions, affirmations, dreams, and reality. And if we constantly inform our brain that we feel bad about ourselves, it doesn't know that's just an opinion and will accept it as truth. Luckily, if we focus on telling our brain positive thoughts, it will assume that's the truth. Instead, every time when you look in the mirror, so instead of like looking in the mirror and pointing out things that are bad about yourself or that you feel like are imperfect, which a lot of us do, try and pick out something that you like about yourself or that one day you wish that you liked. So our brains are very impressionable. You can change the way that your brain thinks by incorporating positive thoughts and positive messages into what you say to yourself. So if I'm looking in the mirror and I don't like a part of my body, I can say, okay, well, I like this part of myself, or I'm really proud of doing this today. Or you can look at that part of your body and say, you know what, I really hope that one day I do like this part of myself. So the more positive that you can be in the way that you talk to yourself, the more power that your brain will have in making sure that you feel good about yourself and feel good about your body. Another tip that I have for you guys to incorporate fitness positively into your life are my awesome activities. So many activities these days are focused around booze-centered activities and junk food. Success and balance is all about getting creative and focusing on your relationships more than the calories that you're consuming. So I've started to plan get-togethers around healthy activities, so that way I get to see my friends and also feel good about myself. So one of the things that I love to do is plan fitness classes with friends or go grocery shopping with friends so that we can plan our healthy meals together. Hiking is great, getting outdoors, basically anything that you do, you can socialize with that. You can make it a social activity so that you don't have to feel like, oh, if I am fit, then I cannot have a social life. You don't have to choose one or the other. Find a way to be healthy, feel good in your body, and also invite people to experience that as a social event with you. A couple of things that I've done in the past year were a smoothie brunch. I invited a bunch of my friends and clients over and we made smoothies. We made a chocolate avocado smoothie and a strawberry shortcake one. That one had waffles in it. You can do an activity that's new to you or to a friend, like rock climbing or CrossFit or Bikram yoga. Try something new and then grab coffee afterwards. Ask them what they thought of the activity. Catch up with them. And then also try new local events that are going on. Most cities have some kind of website where you can see this is going on today. So, grab friends, try something new that's a little bit scary to you or to them and see how it goes. So those are my main tips for how you guys can feel body positive by incorporating fitness and activities. But I also wanted to talk to you guys about why I think that fitness is so body positive. So I think that with like a certain mindset, fitness can feel like a punishment in a lot of ways. Like, I have to go to the gym to burn off these calories, or I have to work out for these many hours if I want to look this way, if I want to get ready for this event. So instead of looking at it like that, try to think about fitness as this way to get more in touch with your body, instead of focusing on like what you feel like are your imperfections. So if you focus on your physical capabilities, how you can get stronger, how you can get faster, how you feel more energized, are you increasing your flexibility, that's going to help you to get more centered with your body and your abilities, and be able to feel like fitness is more positive for you. Also, find fitness professionals, gyms, and classes that encourage this kind of mindset that I just went over. Avoid people and places that body shame or food shame, or just that you don't vibe with. If the gym that you're going to right now, like if you walk into it and you're intimidated all the time and you like don't meet anybody that you get along with, and the messaging is sort of like you've got to change your body to be good enough, then that's probably not the right place for you to be. Look for fitness professionals that are very body accepting and are aligned with your goals and make you feel the best about yourself whenever you see them. So finally, I just want you guys to focus on disconnecting from this mindset that fitness is a punishment, or that it exists to make you feel bad about yourself or feel like you're not enough. Use fitness to help you feel like you are good enough, to make you feel stronger, to make you feel more in touch with what you're capable of. If you guys have any comments or suggestions on more ways that you can incorporate fitness as being body positive in your life, I would love to hear them. I'd love to hear about your favorite activities. Anything, yeah, go ahead and comment, message me, and thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great day.